Act 1. The modern problem, the weakness of comfort. The ancients carved their gods in stone, their heroes in marble, their virtues in blood. Today, man carves nothing. He scrolls, he waits, he consumes. He calls comfort peace and cowardice humility. Once, a Roman would measure himself not by pleasure, but by virtus, the living spirit of moral strength, of courage, discipline, and duty. To possess virtus was to be a man in full, to face the world not with appetite, but with will. Look at the modern man. He has food, yet starves for meaning. He has options, yet avoids choice. He mistakes rest for recovery and comfort for freedom. He believes aggression makes him strong, but strength without purpose is rot. He believes peace means being soft, but peace without vigilance is surrender. This is the tragedy of our age, the confusion of weakness for virtue, the worship of ease, the avoidance of weight. The Roman lion has been declawed. He now roars on screens, not battlefields. He argues online, but never conquers himself. Listen to me. Virtue, true virtus, is not a theory. It is the discipline of action, the force that gives a man weight. Without it, he drifts, a ghost in flesh. The Romans knew that empire begins with self-conquest, that civilization collapses not when enemies invade, but when men become too comfortable to stand. And so today, we reclaim that forgotten law. We dig it out of marble and memory. We call it by its name, virtus. Act 2. The three pillars, the virtus. Virtus was not one thing. It was a trinity, the foundation of a man's soul. Three pillars, three disciplines, three eternal commands. 1. Courage, the first virtue. Courage, fortitudo animu, the strength of the soul. The Romans placed it first because without it, no other virtue can live. Courage is not rage, it is not noise, it is judgment, the quiet decision that something else is more important than fear. It is the man who speaks truth when silence would keep him safe, the one who acts not because he feels ready, but because he must. Today, courage looks different. It is not facing lions in the arena. It is facing your own reflection without flinching. It is choosing the harder right over the easier wrong when no one will see. Every time you tell the truth, even when it costs you, you sharpen your sword. Every time you confront fear with reason, you forge the armor of virtus. Remember this flame. It is the test of your strength. And your fear, it is the wind meant to prove it. 2. Gravitas, the weight of your word. Gravitas, the weight of presence. To the Romans, a man was not measured by words, but by the silence that followed them. Gravitas means your word has mass. It means you do not speak lightly. When you promise, it is iron. When you act, it is deliberate. In an age where men promise everything and deliver nothing, gravitas is rebellion. It demands restraint, discipline of speech, discipline of tone, discipline of action. To cultivate it, speak less, move slower, do what you said you would do every time, no matter the weather. Gravitas makes your life a structure others can lean on. Integrity, not in theory, but in weight. Be the arch that does not bend. 3. Pietas, duty to your tribe. The third pillar is Pietas, sacred duty, not to gods you cannot see, but to those who stand beside you, to family, to community, to the mission larger than your comfort. Pietas was not piety in the modern sense. It was devotion to responsibility. A Roman would rather die than betray his oath, because his life was not his own, it was an offering. Today, duty is mocked as servitude, but true pietas is liberation, because only the man bound by duty is free from confusion. He knows what to do, he knows for whom he does it, and when he suffers, it has meaning. Each act of service, a brick in the wall of character. Each moment of loyalty, mortar that holds civilization together. Pietas says, your strength is not for you alone. It is for those who depend on it. That is the sacred burden of virtus. Act 3. The practical protocol, the mirror of the strong. Philosophy is worthless without ritual, and virtus is not built by thought but by practice. So each morning, before you face the world, face yourself. Stand before the mirror. Look into your eyes until you recognize the soldier within. He is not dead, only buried under comfort. Ask yourself one question. What act of virtus will I commit today? Perhaps it is courage, telling the truth you've avoided. Perhaps it is gravitas, keeping a promise you made. Perhaps it is pietas, helping someone without being asked. Whatever it is, make it specific. Name it aloud. Then swear it, not softly, but like an oath before the gods of your ancestors. And when night comes, return to that mirror. Look again. Did you act with virtus today? Did you conquer the weakness that whispers in comfort's voice? If not, good, you have your next battle. This ritual is simple, but it is the forge of men. Each day you choose virtus, you add weight to your soul. You become immovable. The coin of virtus has two sides, action and reflection. Spend both daily. That is the price of freedom. Conclusion: the return of the statue. Remember the statue you saw at the beginning? Cracked, weathered, faded? That was you, the modern man, eroded by comfort and time. But the marble was never weak. It simply needed the chisel. Virtus is that chisel. Each act of courage, each kept word, each moment of duty, it restores the shape of who you were meant to be. The Roman X stood for 10, but also for crossing, for decision, for the moment you choose a side. Weakness or virtue, noise or gravitas, comfort or strength. The world does not need more men shouting opinions. It needs men whose lives speak for them. It needs you, rebuilt from within, an unshakable pillar of moral weight. This is your sword, the same one that lay in stone at the start. It was waiting for you. Now grasp it, stand firm, and let your life be the proof of what the Romans called virtus.